Hey, haven't made a video in a long time. Just felt like talking about this topic today. I'm bored. Staying best friends with your ex. For some reason it's a complicated issue, and I'm not sure why, but here's my take on it. Um, my best friend and I dated for roughly a year and a half back in high school. As far as high school relationships go, things were pretty serious. However, because it was high school and, circumstances being what they were, we broke up. While it wasn't an easy breakup, we did end on really good terms and agreed that we stay friends. Not only did we stay friends, but our friendship grew quite stronger despite the majority of interaction being on Facebook and Skype during the school year. Now he's basically like family to me, and he's like the brother I never had but always wanted. Yay! But for some reason, people like my parents and others are a bit skeptical when I say that my ex is now my best friend. The first question I get is like, how does your boyfriend feel about it? Um, it's safe to say that maybe in the beginning, my boyfriend noticed this other dude like constantly on my Facebook wall and was like, the fuck? But that was in the beginning. My boyfriend's really understanding and mature enough to realize that that was in the past and now this is something entirely different. He understands that it's absolutely possible for exes to be friends, given they both end on good terms and both move on. Besides, I think my boyfriend also gets the fact that I'm crazy about him and he trusts me. That kind of helps. Yeah, but there was this one time in the past where my best friend invited me to chill with him at his college for a day and possibly crash there because we were going to be having a party, drinking, I was going to be responsible and sleep there. But when I told my parents about that plan, they freaked out. And keep in mind, this was when I had been broken up with him for maybe 2.5 years and been dating my current boyfriend for that long. And they said, that's not a good idea. How inappropriate. How does your boyfriend feel about that? And also keep in mind, I'd be sleeping in a completely different room, nowhere near him. Yeah. Like, they were freaking out like I was going to be sleeping in his bed with him, which was totally not the case. Yeah, and I told my boyfriend about it, and he was fine with it. And then when I told them that my boyfriend was fine with it, they said, yeah, well, something's wrong with him then. I would never be okay with it. Well, hello, that's why. You would never be okay with it. Because you've never been in this situation before. Like, that's the problem. My mom never remained friends with any of her guy friends she dated because, my mom either didn't end on good terms with them or they were still madly in love with her. So I understand that certain people should never try to be friends after a relationship, but that's them. Some things are hard to imagine or understand if you've never been in this situation before, but I honestly didn't think this was such a hard concept to grasp, even if you've never been in this situation. Apparently for more old-fashioned people it is. Fair enough. But here is the summary of what I'm trying to say. If the involved parties are okay with it and on the same page, there's no problem. My boyfriend's okay, my best friend's okay, I'm okay. That's all that matters. Not what you believe to be socially acceptable or taboo or whatever. Quite frankly, screw your standards. I realize I'm extremely lucky. Like, we stayed friends and I have a reasonable, mature, and amazing boyfriend. That's not always the case. It's actually rarely the case. I'm also really lucky because my best friend is a wonderful human being and he's like the fiercest friend you could ever hope for. And going off of that, it's also, I know it's the way of things, and I guess it does and should happen more often than not, but it's sort of sad when you date someone, you get to know them so well, and you have them become a part of you, and then, the romance ends and they walk out of your life, and you become possibly strangers again, or even enemies if it ends badly. It kind of sucks. Like, especially if there's a good friendship before the romance, and then you get together, it's like, you could have had a really good friend, but things had to end. And pertaining to my situation, I also know that even best of friends inevitably grow apart. You know, they. Sophie! My dog. Yeah, best of friends eventually grow apart, um, a little bit, depending. Like, they become distant with schedules and work and spouses and kids, and I get we won't be sending each other funny pictures all the time or Skyping or watching the Boondock Saints the way we do now. Like, it's eventually gonna end that way of things. But even though I see us staying in touch forever, things will change. For now, just let me be best friends with a guy. Like, don't get on my case because you don't think it's right. Um, so yeah, there's my take on being best friends with your ex. And the verdict is, it's doable. Just depends on the people. So, if you're best friends with your ex and it's working, and it's not causing problems for your new relationship or you or whoever, then just do it. Don't worry about what other people say. Alright, I'll be posting more, so if you've watched, thanks for watching. Yeah, and if you want to send a reply video and you feel like, a little healthy debate, nothing nasty, just healthy back and forth about this topic, I'm totally open to hear other opinions. I like that a lot. So, have a good day.